There was a time when American anvils dictated the industrial world pulse. Today, those deafening factory floors are largely silent. Open a modern toolbox to witness a quiet surrender. Nearly 90% of tools inside trace their lineage to shipping containers, not local forges. But we did not always settle for disposable metal. We bought heirloom tools, unapologetic time-tested steel your family will fight over when you are gone. Let us be brutally honest. Global pressure forced even legendary brands to outsource nylon bags or specialty wrenches just to survive. But do not be fooled. The lifelines, the high-carbon steel cores taking the actual beating, are still violently drop-forged by local hands. Hidden across the Rust Belt, 7 stubborn fires refuse to go dark. Before uncovering these living monuments, drop a comment. What is the oldest American-made tool you own, and what abuse has it survived? Share your story. Warwood tool. Deep in the historic corners of Wheeling, West Virginia, the floor still trembles under the weight of 3,000-pound gravity-fed drop hammers. Since 1854, tools forged on these very machines helped dig the Panama Canal. Today, Warwood still relies on American-sourced AISI 1060 high-carbon steel, heated to exactly 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. The immense pressure of the drop hammer aligns the steel molecular grain, allowing it to flow seamlessly around the eye of the tool. This completely eliminates the microscopic voids commonly found in brittle cast iron imports. Following heat treatment formulas from 19th century ledgers, each striking face is selectively tempered to a precise Rockwell hardness of HRC 45 to 50, ensuring it will not chip or mushroom upon heavy impact. Married to vibration dampening. Grade A Appalachian hickory handles, these tools deliver maximum striking force while protecting your joints. By bypassing big box retail entirely, Warwood ships 170 years of engineered American heritage straight from the anvil to your front door. Bondhus. In 1964, inside a modest Minnesota workshop, John Bondhus quietly solved one of the most maddening problems in mechanics: the unreachable stripped bolt. His solution was not just a physical tweak, it was a geometric breakthrough. By inventing the original ball-end hex key, Bondhus machined a spherical tip that securely grips a socket head from a precise 25-degree working angle. This mathematical advantage allows mechanics to bypass engine blocks and maneuver in tight clearances without rounding out the fastener. But ingenious geometry means nothing if the metal shears. While global competitors flooded the market with soft chrome vanadium, Bondhus developed their own proprietary alloy, protanium high-torque steel. Engineered to be exactly 20% stronger than standard industrial alloys, this custom steel fundamentally changes the physics of leverage. Under extreme stress, a Bondhus key will not shatter, twist, or deform. It applies maximum torque to force a frozen bolt into submission, proving that true American precision is measured in fractions of a millimeter. Vaughn Bushnell. Out on the edge of the Illinois prairie, the rhythmic thud of drop hammers has measured time since 1883. Over the decades, the Vaughn family has been handed blank checks from foreign conglomerates, offered millions to shut their doors, offshore their steel, and leave their workforce behind. But they refused. They stubbornly anchored their forge, choosing to protect the livelihoods of families whose grandfathers stood at these exact same anvils. That fierce loyalty bleeds directly into their steel. A Vaughn hammer is not just mass-produced, it is painstakingly engineered through over 100 separate manufacturing steps. Each head undergoes a costly triple-zone differential tempering process. The striking face is hardened to a precise Rockwell HRC 55, tougher than railroad steel, to completely defy chipping. Yet the inner core is deliberately drawn back to a softer state to absorb devastating shockwaves. Hydraulically pressed onto grade A American hickory, these are not just striking tools, they are a stubborn promise, built to outlast the hands that hold them. Channel lock. Let us be brutally honest about the modern market. If you look closely, channel lock adjustable wrenches are made in Spain, and some socket sets hail from Asia. But the soul of this company remains fiercely anchored in Meadville, Pennsylvania. In a Rust Belt region, where neighboring factory floors have rusted quietly into ghost towns, channel lock iconic blue-handled pliers are the beating heart keeping 350 local families fed and the community alive. They refuse to compromise their lifeblood. These iconic tools are still 100% drop forged from North American C1080 high carbon steel. Featuring a patented undercut design that mechanically locks the jaws, they refuse to slip under massive torque. To ensure they outlast the user, a specialized laser heat treating process hardens the teeth to a biting Rockwell HRC64. These jaws will aggressively grip and turn hardened steel pipes without the teeth ever flattening out. Buying Channel Lock is not just about owning an unbreakable tool, it is about keeping an American town from going dark. Leatherman. In 1983, after repeatedly breaking down in a cranky $300 Fiat, Tim Leatherman did not just invent a pocket tool, he engineered a micro factory for your belt. Today, the hum of Leatherman, Portland, Oregon manufacturing floor remains a loud testament to American defiance. While competitors flood the market with cheap, rivet-popping knockoffs, Leatherman relies on over 210 local craftsmen to meticulously stamp, machine, and hand-assemble raw 420HC stainless steel into life-saving instruments. They do not just build these to look tactical. A true Leatherman is precision-engineered with interchangeable 154 cm premium steel wire cutters and locking mechanisms that tolerate insane thresholds of abuse. And whether it is surviving a drop from a 5-story scaffold or being violently jammed into a freezing engine block at 30 below zero, that iconic 25-year warranty is not some empty marketing gimmick. It is an unbreakable generational contract. It is a heavy promise that when everything else fails, the steel on your hip will not. Estwing in Rockford, Illinois, the rhythmic striking of steel has not paused since 1923. While modern imports use cheap epoxy to glue heads to hollow fiberglass shafts, creating a fragile, hidden failure point, Estwing fundamentally changed the physics of a hammer strike. Every tool is drop forged from a single seamless piece of solid American steel. This pure monoblock construction eliminates every weld and joint, allowing the hammer to safely channel up to 4,000 joules of raw impact energy directly into the nail without shattering. To conquer the devastating recoil, they bake on a proprietary nylon vinyl grip that scientifically dampens vibration by 70%, protecting your bones over a lifetime of daily abuse. It is no wonder veteran tradesmen still swing the exact same hammers their grandfathers bought 80 years ago. In a world of disposable hardware, Estwing Blue handled legacy remains a pure, unbreakable extension of the human arm. Klein Tools let us clear the air. If you walk into a hardware store today, you might see a Klein canvas bag or screwdriver stamped with Taiwan. That is the harsh reality of modern retail. But when it comes to the lifelines of the American electrical grid, Klein refuses to compromise. When a lineman is suspended 50 feet in the air during a freezing blizzard, wrestling with live wires, a pair of pliers is not just a hand tool. It is the only guarantee that a father makes it safely home to his kids. That is why their iconic lineman pliers, trusted by 8 out of 10 U.S. utility workers, are still fiercely manufactured in Illinois. These precision machined safety instruments feature induction-hardened jaws designed to slice cleanly through steel-reinforced ACSR cables without a single microfracture. When hurricanes flatten the grid, utility crews do not bet their lives on cheap imported metal. They reach for the American-forged steel that stands between them and thousands of volts. Before the fires fade, we must acknowledge the silent heroes still holding the line. Wright Tools, forging 100% of their wrenches in America, Lie-Nielsen, the undisputed gold standard of woodworking, and Council Tool, crafting axes built to conquer the wilderness. Ultimately, the survival of these living monuments no longer rests in the manufacturer's hands. It rests in yours. When you buy these tools, you are not just paying a premium for a Made in USA stamp. You are paying to keep the hide on your hands. You are investing in unapologetic quality, choosing to own a piece of solid steel that will outlast you. The fading embers of American manufacturing are still glowing, but whether they survive the next decade is a choice you make every time you open your wallet. If you refuse to settle for disposable junk, hit the subscribe button to join our community of real craftsmen. Drop a comment below telling us which unsung American brand we need to feature in part 2, and share this video with someone who knows the difference between cheap metal and true steel. Keep building, and we will see you in the next one.